Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chat with Kat by Crochet Lady 83. It's my pleasure to see everyone, and thank you for coming out and saying hello to me. Why am I chatting with you tonight? Well, guys, I just have so much to say in a very short period of time. I promise I won't keep you guys very long. But before we begin, let me tell you about the deeds of this look today. I am wearing Beach Curl. Here is the tag. It's a Beach Curl, and it's by Model Glance Braid Beach Curl 12 inch, and is the color OT27. Again, this is OT27. And as you guys know, I am the Crochet Lady Queen in Metro Detroit. So if you ever want to make an appointment with me, let me know. With this particular style, I'll put the ticket back up, the tag back up. It is is 12 inches. So if you ever want me to do your hair, it is Beach Curl. You have to let me know. I believe they do have this in most beauty supply stores. But for me, this is my favorite texture. I love Beach Curl, and I love the blonde look. As you guys know, I'm a naturalista. My hair is very healthy, it's very thick, and it is very glossy. I take pride in my natural locks because in today's society, there's so many people who, well, I say people because there's all genders. Some people are just ashamed of their general hair texture, and my hair texture is very curly and it's fine at the root. So as a child, I would often get perms, and it all started there. And I had my first perm, you guys, when I was I think it was about in fourth grade, 11 years old. And at that time, I discovered that I had to wear glasses. So I went through a lot of changes at that time. And instead of getting my hair pressed and everything, somebody felt like I needed a perm. So I went on, and I didn't really have a say because my hair was extremely thick when I was younger. So I just want to give a special shout out to those of us who are natural, those of us who desire to have a natural look like this crochet look that I have here. This is what I specialize in. So if you're in the metropolitan Detroit area, let me know and DM me, and we can get you going for the most part. But again, that's what I wanted to start off with. I'm just excited to launch some of my new ideas that I have going. The purpose of this channel, guys, is to go through a journey of my life with me. It is like my digital diary. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, I do have a Patreon page as well that I promote. So if you want to be a member of my Patreon page, then you'll get to know me a little bit better. Crochet Lady 83, Chica Chat with Kat. So let's get it. Today, I'm going to talk about me. Right now, I'm working remotely. And the field that I've been in, I'm not going to talk about what field it is, but I've been in my field for almost 25 years. And so throughout the years, it has definitely changed. Prior to me working as a remote worker at this time, I had to go to brick and mortar. So right now, it is not as challenging as it is to me as it may be with some other people right now. But I actually love working remotely because I'm able to be a little bit more diversified in the way that I think. And also, I love my home. I absolutely love my home. I love my coworkers, but I like staying home a little bit more. I can get a lot more accomplished. And right now, as far as with the pandemic going on, I just feel like employers should do the best to make sure that their employees feel comfortable due to what science suggests as far as us all being able to work from home. I mean, let's get real about this. If we started working from home and it works, and it's not working for everyone, but it works for you as far as your safety, we need to keep that in place. And we understand the logistics of employers, but if you don't like what you're doing, and if they're forcing you to eventually go back to brick and mortar, and you're not comfortable about that, well, then guess what? You need to figure out how to get your LLC and become an entrepreneur, because you know what? You're responsible for your health and your wealth at that time, at this particular time in your life, whether it be Forex, whether it be, again, owning a storefront, or, doing some work online, or do some self-promoting for yourself. I mean, you are the eye of the beholder. It's on you to make these changes. It's on you to market yourself. Nobody's going to market yourself any better than what you can. And of course, you need to have an abundance of friends that help and support you and that really genuinely love you and that really genuinely want you to do well. However, on the other hand, you have family members. Reach out to some family members and tell them to, maybe, invest in your future. If you can't get their support, don't get upset with family members. Please don't take it to heart. There's a lot of family members that are suffering right now and they see that you're doing well. And so they're just like, well, woe is me. I mean, he or she is doing so well in my family and, I'm still where I am. I mean, you have to understand you're not going to get a lot of support from family members. Just love them from the way you have been loving them. Don't treat family members any differently if they don't support your goal and your dream and your efforts into being prosperous and doing the best that you can. I mean, that's just how I live. I don't really take heed to others that don't really support me. I have to be in charge of my success. I'm part of a legacy here. I'm part of my father's legacy, and my mother, she is still living, and she's an outstanding African-American young lady doing the most. And she raised a beautiful Black queen over here, so I'm not going to let her down. And I also have young adults that are older, so they're looking at every move that I make. So I have to make sure I have my eggshells together and I'm not walking on ice all the time. So as far as remote work, I absolutely love it. I love it so much that in the future, I will definitely be working remotely permanently. I will say it again. In the future, my goal is to definitely work remotely permanently, and I'm working on that goal right now. So if there's a mishap with the pandemic, and let's say I get sick, well, I was told that eventually, I may have to use my personal sick days if I ever get sick. I'm not gonna really talk about that, but if you work for a company and they have their rules and regulations, there's some things that you can do to work that out, but you may not want to start any conflicts right now with your employers. Just make sure you get that LLC, and we'll have another conversation about that later. Again, I'm excited about my new adventure. I don't know about you, but whenever I start something, sometimes I tend not to finish it. So that's why I have like a self diary right now. I need a group of supporters to make sure, I reach that particular goal that I want to reach. And again, if you want to know what that goal is, I do have that other channel that I'm working on, the Patreon, and I get a little bit more intimate in my conversations with whomever wants to really get into what I'm trying to come across. But until then, let's talk about depression. Right now, we have some people that are depressed. Some people, they miss their coworkers. Some people are depressed because maybe they're not working right now. And, they have a lot of support, with the government to help them out. But then you also have some people that never, ever had any support from the government. So how do you think they feel? They had everything and maybe something went wrong as far as to, where they are not able to sustain the lifestyle they actually had. You also have teens and children right now dealing with the pandemic where, these children cannot see their friends and their loved ones. And I do have resources for anyone who has a child or someone that has a teen that may be suffering from depression. Just reach out to me and we can chat about that, because I have been certified to help others who are dealing with that, with their social emotional connection as it relates to education. So I do have connection to social emotional connections and helping others out that may have, that breakdown right now. There's a lot of people crying out for that. So what I would say to that is, don't give up, always reach out, get some fresh air. I talked to a very close friend of mine from college, and we just had a very long conversation about how important it is to go outside, get some fresh air, stay busy, work on your goals, and don't really harbor on the negative. And also, that close friend of mine talked about saying, please don't let other people bring you down. And I was just like, you hit it on the nose, because it's so important that you can't let others bring you down. You have to be that positive light. You have to be the sunshine, the sun in the room. You have to shine brightly on others, guys. And that's why I'm sharing my diary with you all. I'm sure that I can get a lot of feedback from you guys when you start leaving me comments about, what I could do to, obtain, certain things that I may talk about, and maybe we can connect. I'm all about promoting Black businesses, and I'm also planning on starting, my LLC. So we'll talk about that a little later on as well. Let's talk about the 30-day weight loss challenge. Yay! A lot of you that I've been talking to, we've been talking about staying healthy, staying steadfast, and making sure we get those greens in. So for this particular day today, I had a protein shake, and like I said the last time, I love the Slim Fast. They're vanilla. So what I do is I put a little bit of that in there, and I also like to prep ahead of time. So guys, listen, it's not that serious. All you have to do is prep. So what I do is, guys, I'm going to share a little secret what I do. Like, I get strawberries, I get fresh strawberries. You guys know I love making chocolate covered strawberries. So like what I do is the leftover strawberries that I have, I put them in a Ziploc bag, and you guys know I love spinach. So I put the strawberries in the bag, I put my pineapples in there, I put my bananas in there. Yes, I put my bananas in my Ziploc bag with my spinach, and then I make like 5 bags, and then I put it in the freezer. And so I try to have at least 1 or 2 protein shakes a day, and then make sure that I have plenty of water to go with that. And again, my college friend, it's just so funny how we connected today. We were just talking about, how we want to incorporate more water. And my girlfriend's like, hey, look, check this out. I'm about to start drinking a gallon of water a day. I was like, oh, excuse me, add me to that, because that's another challenge that I want to do. I want to incorporate more water in my diet, guys. So I'm so glad. Shout out to you. You know who you are. You're my childhood. No, I'm sorry, not childhood, but I guess we were children. My college buddy from the D. And I love you very much for just support me. Make sure I'm getting my health right and tight like you. Also, in this series, we're going to be talking about Black-owned businesses. So let's please support and support some Black businesses out there. If you live in the metropolitan Detroit area, I want to talk about this place called Lip Bar. Man, I need to travel to the Lip Bar. Who wants to go with me? Comment below. Who wants to go downtown, go to the Lip Bar, and actually go, and then we can get a room at the Shinola Hotel. Oh my God, that is going to be so lit. I need a group of friends. We need to get this going. I want to support this African-American young lady that owns the Lip Bar. And then I just want to go there, and then we can go to, one of our favorite restaurants downtown, and then we can go right to Shinola Hotel. I have family out in Florida, and they're just always asking me, hey, look, you haven't been to the Shinola Hotel? Guys, I'm going to have to do a blog about the Shinola Hotel, and also a blog about the Lip Bar, and hopefully talk to the owner of Lip Bar so we can have a chica chat with her soon. Since this is a new channel, guys, as you can see, I'm into networking with Black-owned businesses. I'm into blogging my video journey. I'm into talking about my goals, my challenges that I may be facing. And I'm also going to talk about working remotely permanently in the future, and also my meal prepping. So today, I also wanted to close by the psychology of clutter. Guys, it is so important to not be so emotionally attached to clutter. Let me put it to you like this. Clutter could be a relationship that you need to clean out from your life, some friends that need to be removed from your life, or it could be your straight up closet. Sometimes we hold on to clutter, you guys, because of status security. I must say that. You guys know how we want to hold on to things because we're just more secure. We don't want to throw it away. There's some things that we're just like so attached to because those things share a story in our life. Have you heard of this? Guys, the less you have, the more you want to own. Okay? Less is more. Okay? So the more that you have, you want to keep having more and more and more, guys. It's so important just to have the less. Okay? The less you control, the more you can let go. The less you control, the more you can let go. The less you have, the more room there is for new things to come into your life. The less you have, the more time you will save cleaning. Let's talk about that. I love that. The less you have, the more time you will save cleaning. Get rid of that clutter. Get rid of those people that really clutter your lives, that's adding more pain and more agony in your life. Guys, it's the same thing as your closet. Get rid of those things. I have this series as well, guys, because there's some things I need to do. I need to declutter some things from my basement. The less you have, the more money you will save on storage. I hit on the nose, storage. Do you know people pay storage fees because they have so many things that they are holding on to? They have to pay over $200 a month because they're holding on to items they can't even see every day. That's why the storage business is so much in control right now of your life. Guys, it's time to let go. I can't explain how important it is. I am going to be honest. There's some things I need to let go. I'm going to start decluttering. This is the Declutter Diary of Kat today. I am talking about cleansing your mind with purity, making sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're cleansing your body with water, and making sure you're decluttering your mind, body, and soul. Guys, it's so important to declutter. I'm so passionate about this, y'all. I cannot wait to have more chats with you guys. But right now, let me talk about the last thing I wanted to discuss is the vaccination. How many of you guys plan on getting vaccinated? Do you guys feel like there's been enough studies? Are you guys aware that there's children that have not been privileged or privy to getting the vaccination yet because they haven't been proven and, old enough to take the vaccine yet? How do you guys feel about that? There's certain occupations where there's certain occupations, guys, where people have fear that if they kind of go into a position that children may unfortunately pass the virus to them, and then they will pass the virus once they get home from working. You know what field that is. We don't need to talk about what field that is. There's nurses out here who have an issue with, educators having access to the vaccination, and they feel like, wait a minute, how are educators, they're not frontline workers, which educators are frontline workers. There's many educators right now in the classroom, but they're feeling like they shouldn't, get the vaccination. They feel like, what's going on with that? Guys, you have to understand there's firefighters, there's police officers, and there's educators who need the vaccine just like everyone else needs a vaccine. Educators are frontline workers. You have to understand, children cannot get access to the vaccination. Educators still have to go in the classroom and work. So let's fight for those educators. Let's be in support of these teachers. Let's support the teachers out here, guys. Please support the teachers. Teachers are not your enemy. Guess what? Teachers have been teaching since the pandemic began in March. Teachers are teaching virtually. There's teachers in the classroom right now. So let's support the teachers. There's teachers crying out for help in Chicago right now. Let's support these teachers. There's teachers that have people in their homes that have underlying conditions right now. And guess what? They have to go back to the classroom. Educators have to understand there is a time and need for you to be in the classroom. We do understand that. But as a society and as a community, we cannot turn our backs on educators. So let's stand strong for our educators right now. Let's stand strong for our frontline workers, including anyone who works in telecommunications. Please don't forget people work in telecommunications. People work for Verizon, people work for AT&T, people work for Infinity. Let's not forget those workers out there, guys. So we have a lot to do in our community, and we need to stay strong. So sip your tea on that. What do you guys feel about remote work? Can you guys give me some deeds on Black-owned businesses in your area? It doesn't matter what state you're in. Just let's support each other. Let's drink our tea together and ponder. So all in all, I want you guys to have a glorious day. You are strong. You are beautiful. You are magnificent. And you are powerful. Say that again and repeat it to yourself 5 times. I did talk about the 7 C's the other day. I talked about making sure that you are part of the solution and not part of the plan. Guys, it's so important for you guys to understand that when you do your best, your very, very best, you will go so far in your career. You will make and change so many lives. So with that today, and with that being said, have a prosperous night. And thank you for chatting with Kat. Cheers. Have a good one, guys. See you soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I need you guys. Let's support one another. We love you. We want you to support any Black business Just put their name out there. Let's show them some love, because you have to understand, we need to support one another in this community. That's what it's all about. It's about warmth. It's about love. It's about prosperity. Let's stop putting each other down. Let's say if someone's putting someone down and they find out, that person's going to ask you. I'm going to ask you one more time. When this person was saying this about me, what did you say? What did you say to stop that person from putting me down? It's all about support on this channel, guys. So let's be positive. Let's be ready for Tuesday, because I will have another Chica Chat and a chat with Kat on Tuesday. And if you guys just tuned in, I want to go over one more thing. This is my business that I have. I do crochet hairstyles, and I also do braiding styles. So if you are in the moment in time in which you are a naturalista like me, and you want to do some hairstyles in which you are protecting your hair, like protective styles, again, you can contact me in my DM and I'll be happy to service you. This is Beach Curl 12-inch. It looks like this. It's so pretty. And it's very natural looking. And as you guys understand, I'm a very professional, career-oriented woman, and I desire to be a business owner real soon. So until then, I love you guys, and I promise you, I won't let you down. See you tomorrow night, and tune in. Let's get it. Have a great day. Good night.